For thousands of Africans in the diaspora, this was supposed to be a historic homecoming.
Ghanaian citizen applicants, on behalf of the Ministry of the Interior, the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President is pleased to announce that the requirements for obtaining Ghanaian citizenship by historic diasporans have now been finalized.
But overnight, Ghana hit pause. The citizenship process for historical diasporans have been temporarily suspended, and the reason why it is sparking global debate: was the system rushed? Were expectations unrealistic? Or did the diaspora finally force change? In this video, I'm going to break it down for why Ghana decided to suspend the diaspora citizenship pathway. In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you. All you can do is to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Now let's get into the video.
If you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Now, this is the penultimate number and it's number 2. At number 2, I present to you Kweku Afrik. Wow! This guy has a thunderous voice. Like, when he speaks, you wanna listen. I've been able to watch a couple of his videos, and I sincerely will tell you that he makes great impression in whatever content he's going to present. Thank you so much, Mr. Kweku. Keep up the good work.
Ghanaian citizen applicants, on behalf of the Ministry of the Interior, the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President is pleased to announce that the requirements for obtaining Ghanaian citizenship by historic diasporans have now been finalized. Here's an outline of the necessary documents and steps for the application process. You're required to be 18 years and above, completed application form, your birth certificate, biodata page of a valid passport, proof of legal residence, that's 2-year resident permit, police clearance, criminal record certificates from both your home country and that of Ghana, evidence of strong ties to Ghana, proof of DNA, support your Ghanaian descent, citizenship application fee of 25,000 Ghana cedis. And this is an overview. Submission of listed criteria documents and payments of 1,500 Ghana cedis, that's administrative fee by interested applicants, to the designated administrative center at the World Trade Center. That's on between the 2nd and 6th of February, between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Do note, it's the World Trade Center in Accra and not the Ministry of the Interior. Notification of shortlisted applicants would have to complete and submit application forms online. There's also the payment of citizenship application fee of 25,000 cedis and complete vetting. Citizenship orientation process with Diaspora Affairs upon approval of citizenship before induction ceremony on the 5th of March. And please note, we will subsequently invite qualified applicants to the citizenship induction ceremony, which is scheduled for the 5th of March 2026 by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana. Further details regarding the date and venue will be shared in due course. Please ensure that you meet the eligibility criteria and prepare the necessary documents in advance, as fees are non-refundable. We look forward to an opportunity to welcome you as fellow Ghanaians of Ghana. God bless.
So I brought you a video, just the last 2 days, about how Ghana has introduced ancestral, citizenship. So in a nutshell, if you can trace your root that your mother, your great-grandmother, your great-grandfather lived in Ghana, Africa before, or if she was part of the slave trade who were sent to the diaspora, you can trace your ancestry, you do a test, and you pass, you can apply to be a citizen of Ghana. And just yesterday, the ministry have issued a press statement of pausing this citizenship until further notice. So according to them, according to news coming in, the community leaders and people on the ground, the process was, kind of rushed, and there was speed, and they are saying that some of the requirements does not really, it does not really sit well. And so it said they expressed a high source of anger and disappointment, and it was building fast. In fact, many applicants felt the deadlines were unrealistic and the process were unclear, poor communication, especially for people applying from abroad. And so they are saying that the frustration reached a breaking point at the town hall meeting that was held last week. And out of that meeting, there came a major decision that, so after the town hall meeting, they decided to make a major decision of pausing the move now. So the Ministry of the Interior and the Diaspora Affairs of the President have officially announced the temporary suspension of the citizenship application process for historical diasporans. Now, let's move into the statement which was released by the ministry, and then let's go into the statement. So it reads, temporary suspension of Ghanaian citizenship application process for historical diasporans. The Ministry of Interior and the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President wish to inform the general public that the current application process for the Ghanaian citizenship by historical diasporans has been temporarily suspended. This pause is part of a joint institutional effort to further streamline and enhance the overall experience, ensuring that the process becomes even more accessible, efficient, and user-friendly for our brothers and sisters across the diaspora. Both institutions remain fully committed to welcoming members of the global African family home and are working collaboratively to introduce refinement that will make future applications smoother and more seamless. Revised timelines and updated guidelines will be communicated in due course through official channels. We appreciate the continued interest, enthusiasm, and cooperation of all prospective applicants and look forward to resuming the process shortly. And this was signed by the Ministry of the Interior and the Diaspora Office of the President. So that is it. I mean, a number of people are trying to, follow and become citizens of Ghana. But then they seem the process was unrealistic, and then the timeline given was very short, and, all of that. And so it's been paused. So if you are an African or a Ghanaian in the diaspora, if you're in America, in the UK, in Canada, in Asia, wherever, and you want to trace your ancestry and become a citizen of Ghana, this is the breaking news coming now. The pathway has been blocked temporarily. It is being worked on, and when it is complete, it will be released again. So that is the update. That's why you always have to follow, like, comment, share the channel, and click on the notification bell so that if you're in the diaspora, you receive the messages first. My name is Kweku Africa, and what do you think of the pause of this ancestral citizenship process in Ghana? If you're diaspora, were you disappointed? Let me know your country and what you think. Leave your comment in the comment section. It's a wrap for today.
Today, we are here to turn that door of no return into a door of return. I have the honor and privilege to restore to you your full rights as Ghanaian and African citizens. And so Ghana has continued to be that beacon that promotes Pan-Africanism. And so, in signing these instruments of citizenship, I'm just following in the footsteps of what the founder of our nation began, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Let me say, in doing this, I deserve no thanks or praise, because I'm giving back to you what rightfully belonged to you. And in doing this, I'm just following in the footsteps of our fathers, Dr. Nkrumah, Marcus Garvey, Du Bois, Martin Luther King, and all of them. We're just following in their footsteps. Ghana was the first sub-Saharan African country to break free from colonial domination. And since then, it had been the beacon of the liberation struggle. We believed, as President Nkrumah said, that the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it's linked with the total liberation of the African continent. Ghana became the headquarters of the liberation struggle. And I felt proud as the president of Ghana when I've gone to other countries and had the presidents walk up to me and tell of how they lived in Ghana, and they remember Osu, and they remember some of the nightclubs they used to go to here. And they proudly tell me that I still have my Ghanaian passport that Dr. Nkrumah gave to me.